Okay, let's talk about the algorithm. We hear that word all the time, right? It sounds so complicated, like some kind of digital magic or a secret superbrain running our lives. But what if I told you it's actually way, way simpler than that? Let's pull back the curtain. You know that feeling, don't you? That kind of spooky moment when your phone shows you an ad for the exact thing you were just thinking about. It's so easy to imagine there's this all-knowing intelligence behind the screen, predicting our every single move. Well, here's the big twist. What if there's no thinking involved at all? We're about to strip away all that mystery because at their very core, these powerful algorithms that shape our world are, well, they're shockingly simple. We're talking recipes simple. And really, that's the whole secret. An algorithm is just a set of instructions, a sequence of logical steps to get something done. Honestly, just think of it as a recipe. That's it. I mean, just look at how similar these two things are. On one side, a recipe for toast, you put bread in, push the lever, and wait for it to pop up. On the other side, a social media algorithm. You watch a video, the algorithm notes the topic, and then it shows you more videos just like that one. See? They're both just a simple step-by-step list of instructions. No magic here, just pure mechanics. So if these algorithms are basically just recipes, what's the number one ingredient? Well, it turns out it's this incredibly simple but really, really powerful idea that is the building block of pretty much every single thing you do online. This is it. It's called if-then logic. It's just a simple two-part command that makes everything digital work. If you click like, then the little heart lights up. If your password is correct, then you log in. Every single complex program you use is just built out of millions, even billions, of these tiny, simple decisions. And what's funny is we use this exact same logic all day long without even thinking about it, right? Making tea? If you have a mug, then you can start. If there's a tea bag in the mug, then you add hot water. If the tea is done steeping, then you take the bag out. It's just a totally natural, logical flow. The only real difference is that a computer can do this billions of times a second. But, and this is a huge but, there is a critical piece of the puzzle that changes everything. See, computers are incredibly fast, and they're incredibly literal. But they're missing one key human ingredient: common sense. And this is the catch. A computer's greatest strength is that it follows instructions perfectly. But that's also its biggest weakness. It does exactly what you tell it to do, even if what you told it is totally bonkers or makes no sense. There's just zero context, no common sense whatsoever. Here's a great way to picture it. If you tell me to put butter on the toast, I know you mean get a knife, slice off a piece, and spread it. But a computer? It might hear that exact same instruction and just plop the entire stick of butter, wrapper and all, right on top of the bread. Technically, it followed the instruction, but it completely, totally missed the point. So if this step-by-step literal way of thinking is how computers work, it's also kind of how we work. You are running tiny little algorithms just like this all day long to get through life, and you probably don't even notice you're doing it. In fact, let's prove it right now. We're going to map out a quick little human algorithm just to show you that you're already an expert at this. We're just going to make your thought process visible. Okay, so it all starts with a simple question, what programmers call a decision diamond. Let's start with this one. Is it raining outside? Pretty simple, right? If the answer to that question is yes, then you go down one path. You take an umbrella. But if the answer is no, then you follow a totally different path and you wear sunglasses. And just like that, you run a perfect little algorithm without even batting an eye. See? So when you boil it all down, algorithms really aren't magic. They're just simple recipes built from those basic if-then steps. And they have absolutely zero common sense. But the recipes that run our digital world are written by someone. They're written by people, by companies, and they have very specific goals. Which leads us to one last really important question. If your life online is following a recipe, who's writing it?